Alright guys, I got a little busy there. Had some radar trouble, had some phone trouble, you name it. I've had some big time trouble today. The phone deleted my radar, had to download my radar again, had to help get Mama down to the storm shelter because she's sick. Couldn't get the dogs and everything down there, so we're going to go mobile, heading towards the storm. It is moving through Guntersville right now. We'll be moving into Albertville in the next few minutes. It is not severe at this time. It's very high winds and heavy rainfall, some hail. Did have a report of some damaging winds at that. So let me fix my chat here. I don't know what the world is doing. Hopefully it don't start messing up. But yeah, I've had quite an evening getting all this fixed. That's why I've been kind of quiet. Thanks Admin Pruitt for coming on and getting those photos put up that people sent. I appreciate it, because I had two phones that I had to get up and they was both messed up. So the live stream camera and then my radar, it decided it wouldn't mess up too. But seeing a strengthening line right now moving through Guntersville, about to be on top of Albertville shortly. So we're headed out to our usual location to get a view and get some reports. Hello, Mary. Good to see you. This is actually going on in Marshall County. It's moving right through Guntersville right now, about to be in Albertville. So we are heading on to the Lakeview area, and that's where our big lookout area is, and we're about to see what we can see. And we're on mobile with the radio, emergency communications, Fort Payne. We're on Fort Payne. Net will not be activated unless a warning goes up. So we'll just see what happens. Strong thunderstorm moving through Marshall County. I see someone asking a question. Not sure who, but strong thunderstorm moving through Marshall County. It's not severe yet, but still we're going to go ahead and activate out and go live. Forgive me if I don't see every comment. I'm trying to drive and get to my location. I got a lot of stuff to monitor in here, so trying to answer everybody's question. Sure will. Still monitoring the storm there. It's moving over Guntersville to the east. Could be some winds in excess of 55 miles per hour with it. It is not severe at this time, but I went ahead and got Mama down in the shelter because she's by herself. And the reason I did that is because these storms are unpredictable lately. They've been producing tornadoes and not supposed to. Nobody even seen it until it already hit. So yeah, just to be safe, put them in the shelter. And they're also monitoring our Fort Payne emergency channel, a Fort Payne repeater, so they'll hear us when we talk. So let's go get it. Again, any warnings go up, we're live, you will hear them. Stay weather aware. We'll get a break tomorrow from all this, thankfully, so tomorrow we'll be good to go. Won't have to worry about any severe weather tomorrow. Our next outlook for severe weather was on Friday. So another round Friday, and then sadly, we're going to be wishing that we had this rain and storms back. A very hot and dry air mass will move into the region next week. Temperatures could exceed up to 100 degrees in some spots. So it's going to get very miserable, and it'll be very dry. So we will be wishing we had the rain back. Turn this radio down because I don't want Facebook giving me a flag for having music in the background there. If you want to, just a little FYI, if you want to know how you can tell if your windshield mount is good, just come on down to DeKalb County and drive on some of these roads at about 50 miles per hour. And if your windshield mount is still there after you're done driving this fast, then you're in good. Then your windshield mount's good, because that one has already almost fell off twice. well, not worried a bit. I'll definitely be careful. You guys just sit back, watch the weather, enjoy. If it gets, you hear me say it's getting really bad, you know they definitely take shelter. Hopefully you got a shelter or something you can watch the live stream on. I see somebody said something about Gadsden, something. I can't see it because all these bumps. Tomorrow, not supposed to have any weather tomorrow. It's actually supposed to clear out after the morning. So I am seeing some intense winds with this line. They're nothing, damaging at the moment. But it is now about to move into Albertville, or actually it's moving into Albertville right now, probably about 3 to 4 minutes away from Albertville. Yeah, Thomas, please stay on if you don't mind. I would greatly appreciate it. So we're now just a little bit to the southwest of Lakeview, and we're going to keep going northeast until we get to our lookout spot. And we'll be good. We'll position there as always, because you can see a long ways out. I wish I'd brought the drone, but I don't have enough equipment with me to run the drone on camera, so I just left it. I have currently 3 phones going in this car. One of them's running the camera, one of them's running the radar, and of course, one of them's beside me here on the mount in case I need to make a phone call. They're all freed up. Thanks a lot, Andrew. I appreciate it. So far, so good. Looking at the radar scan, I am seeing just a little bit of intensification on the northern side there of that thunderstorm. And that's on the north side of Marshall County, and that would push in around Geraldine, Lakeview, where I'm going. Further to the southwest, it's actually weakened a bit there toward Albertville, and that side of that cell at this time, if it holds its strength, will be moving into Crossville pretty shortly, Kilpatrick, Crossville area. So we're shooting east right now, going to make a turn, and we'll be going straight northeast, and it will put us right in front of the most heavy of the activity there, as far as coming toward DeKalb County. And I'm going to adjust my radar so I can see Jackson County here in a minute, but I got it zoomed in pretty close on DeKalb County at the moment. Alright, we're going right toward the storm now, as you can tell. It's pretty dark. Got a little noise in there on the radio. You can tell we got some storms nearby. I do not have my other radio active, and I need to get it active real quick. So I guess I'll do that. I seen Gary Wilbanks just, I think, messaged me or something. I'm not able to read it right this minute. I'm going to try to get in contact with React real quick, let them know I'm active, because I did not do that. R5 to R1. Alrighty, anybody in the Iberville area? We did have a spotter just now make a damage report. I'll check that out. It's R5 going to be stationed in Lakeview, watching the storm move through, in service 727.
Copy traffic.
10-4. Alrighty, so I'm back on up here, and there we go. There's our storms. We're looking right into them. I do see a little bit of a shelf cloud, but overall, not really seeing a big deal. Let me see if I can find my camera real quick. I know it's back here somewhere. There we go. Okay, so now it is entering DeKalb County, and it has strengthened a good bit. Okay, I told you wrong. It's about to enter DeKalb County. Sorry, my radar glitched there for just a minute. Let me get this velocity off of there so it'll stop glitching out on me. Let me take a better look. Okay, it is now about to enter the Kilpatrick area here in the next few minutes. It has gained some strength. Just to let you know, it has strengthened up a bit from what it was. And the damage report that just went out, I'm trying to get it to come up. Wind damage, so let's see what we got as far as wind damage goes. Okay, well. Patio furniture, trash cans displaced. So it sounds like winds of about 40 miles per hour, 30, 40, 50, somewhere right in there. We got a little bit of a thunderstorm activity developing here in the Geraldine, or just to the northwest of Geraldine. But further to the south now, the line has intensified, and it is getting a little bit of a bow to it. So if you're in Crossville, Kilpatrick areas, you need to be watching out. Watch this storm. You could get some gusty to damaging winds out of it. Keep in mind also flash flooding. There's some flash flood warnings going up behind this, and not surprising at all considering what we've seen yesterday in some areas. Stand by, guys. Let me get this phone call. Yep. Oh yeah, I've been gone. When I keyed on the radio there and said that I'm mobile, I'm up in Lakeview. Yeah, it's about to come through. I'm looking at the radar, and it's strengthened up a bit. And it's, I don't know, it ain't severe yet or anything, but it's going to have some high winds in it. So, but I didn't want to take the risk because these things have been producing tornadoes with no warning. So if you're good right this minute, but if you wait any longer, you won't be. It's just, yeah, let the radar update. Hang on a minute. It's entering the county line right now, so it's entering DeKalb County right now. So you got 3 or 4 minutes maybe. Well, I think you do. Well, the line's not moving but maybe 30 miles per hour. But you better hurry if you're going to. I don't doubt it. Well, let me let you go. Just, it'll be here pretty quick. Okay, Somebody had an absolute train wreck on the radio here. God, I don't know what that was. That was awful. Do what? I don't know. I haven't talked to him, but I'm live, so let me let you go and just watch the weather. All right, bye.
Are you going to be live?
Ken. R1, you're already late. I'm already live. Okay, come on, radio. R1, R5. Oh, R5 to R1, sorry.
It works either way, go ahead.
You're late. I've been live for a few minutes.
Okay.
Yeah, jump on over there. It's moving on in. You can see it coming in from the northwest. It's entering DeKalb County right now, and the heaviest of it looks like it's going to be from Geraldine southwest, toward Kilpatrick, Crossville area. So I am positioned up to the northeast, seeing what it's going to do.
Yeah, okay, yeah. This area here, we've had trees down. 39's been pretty covered in them. And then as you get out in Lamar, they've had some. Over in Marion, they've had some also. And at the time of the trees, we were looking at 40 to 60.
Ooh, I tell you what. Roger, I tell you what, these things are some lightning makers. I'm actually going to turn lightning off because there's so many strikes. I cannot even see the radar. Okay, so the good news is...
Same way here. And like I said, you know, it went from 40 to 60 on the wind value on them, moving at 35 miles an hour.
All right, guys, so to the south there around the, I'm going to say the Kilpatrick area, I'm seeing some signs of some really high, potentially damaging winds there. And it's about to enter Kilpatrick within the next few minutes, or maybe even the next minute. So other than that, no rotation that I'm seeing at this time, so that's good news. Ooh, we got lightning to our north. All right, so Crossville, the next few minutes. If you're in Crossville, if you're in, my radar cooperate. I'm trying to move it around my fingers, ain't helping. If you're in Geraldine, you got the next few minutes. Lakeview, where I'm at, doesn't look like it's going to be as bad up here, but the line changes quickly. So if you're in Lakeview, you got the next few minutes too. A little bit longer than Crossville does. Kilpatrick, within the next probably 5 seconds, moving on into Kilpatrick. Crossville, probably the next 2 to 3 minutes. So Lakeview, probably the same. So I'm going to get out and get some photos real quick. Got some intense lightning toward Crossville. Alrighty. Roger, stand by. I'll be out of the car. find her one. All right, guys, you see to the right there? That's got me concerned because I can't tell what it is. And it's got some rapid movement in it. I'm watching that very carefully. I need to get my velocity up if I can get it up possibly. I'm seeing something to our northwest. It's got me a little bit concerned. I can't tell what it is. It may just be a shelf. But I am checking velocity right now. But I do see something to my northwest. It looks pretty eerie. But by looking here, it's really hard to tell. But there's definitely some high winds right there, and that's in that where I'm looking at. Yeah, that's what I was watching, Thomas. I've been outside watching it, and I've seen some pretty good movement. Let me adjust the camera back. Ooh, wow, we got some real intense lightning. But yeah, right in there has got me concerned because I am seeing some winds, some really high winds on radar, and that is going to be pushing into the Lakeview, Geraldine area pretty shortly, which is right here where I'm at. So I'm looking a little bit further to the north here. Around Langston is where that's located at. Okay, there is some weak rotation, guys, in this storm, and I thought that might have been a possible wall cloud there for a minute, but I was not going to call it a wall cloud because I wasn't sure yet because I didn't have radar up. But there is a lowering that is about to move into Langston. So if you're in Langston, not saying there's any tornadoes or anything like that. When I say weak rotation, I mean extremely weak rotation. So it is not anything at this time that could produce a tornado, in my opinion, but there is some rotation there. So Langston, you need to pay attention. And that is looking north toward Langston, guys. Not sure if that is a wall cloud. It's so far away I can't confirm, but it definitely almost looks like one. Even looking on the Doppler radar right now, it almost looks like a wall cloud. So if you're in Langston, be watching this very carefully because it could be one of them deals where you get a brief spin up and it's gone. Okay, we're getting some serious lightning right now. So not saying there is a tornado, so don't go freaking out. Not saying there's a tornado. Just saying there is something there near Langston that has got my attention. So we will stand by and see what happens. Going to get the radar out. I'm getting hit within the next few seconds. Okay, so I am seeing some strengthening. It is right on top of this. Probably 2 seconds. Let me zoom out so it doesn't look so weird there. So the next probably 2 to 3 seconds it will be here. Look at that. Wow, I even see a little bit of hail there. Look at that green, guys. And right there is a little bit concerning. And that's coming right on top of me. I'm in Lakeview. Here it comes. Any second. Okay. There could be some straight line winds, so I'm going to straighten my vehicle. Wow, we got this storm right here should be warned. Guys, this storm should be severe thunderstorm warned, and I don't know why it's not. But if you're in Geraldine, Lakeview, take your precautions. Crossville, take your precautions. It'll be on you in the next few seconds. Could produce some 50 to 60 mile per hour wind gusts, and even some hail. I am seeing a little bit of green up here. So we are positioned, and it's about to move over in the next few seconds. So here it comes. And it's about to get a little bit windy here. Let me check velocity one more time. And velocity is showing winds in excess. If I can get it to show up right. Okay, roger that. Any straight line winds? And for some reason this doggone radar ain't going to cooperate. Nothing new. All right, it's coming right across that field. Go ahead and put it in park, because we're about to get a little bit windy here. All right, it's coming from my northwest. Here it comes. Here we go. Here's precipitation, heavy rainfall. Winds will be here any second, rolling up. Our R1, this is R5. We're getting hit. So far, nothing too bad. Standing by for the wind. Like I said, so far so good. The winds have not got here, but I believe right there's the wind. Look at that. There's the wind, guys. Wow. Look at that rain band. Look at that rain band hitting over there, guys. Wow. Here it comes. Here it goes. Look at that. There it goes. And it'll be here in the next few seconds. Oop, 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 oop. Okay. Dang it. I wish I could keep the phone out the window, but it's getting soaked. All right, let me roll up a little bit. Maybe I can keep the camera out the window some. Okay, here we go. We're getting the winds. Come on. So far, so good. Okay, here comes the highest of the winds. All right, we're getting hit. The vehicle's shaking. That's negative, but the vehicle is shaking. I'm going to estimate 45. Yes, it is coming toward Rainsville. It has weakened again. So that's good news. The storm has weakened again, and it is pushing toward Rainsville. It'll be in Rainsville next few, probably 2 to 3 minutes.
Okay.
So far, so good. No damage in winds, just really gusty. They're getting a little bit higher now. Getting a little more intense at this point. I'm gonna guess 40 at the max. I'm gonna estimate about 40 as the max I've seen so far. All right, we'll put you back on the dash. Lights flickering at paint over that one off. Roger that. Got a report of the lights were flickering in the painter area, but so far they haven't went off, so that's good news. This is Lakeview. I am positioned in Lakeview. Gonna start driving back south toward Crossville. So far, so good. Alrighty, gonna track it back to the south. Go ahead and line up real quick. I'm pulling out here. Okay, we are good. I actually don't know what road this is. I'm trying to think. I believe this is 840. I think it's right off 843. I'm not really sure. This sign right here might give me an idea. It's right near 328. Oh, that was close. Alrighty. So we got the radios on. No emergency. Dang cameras went down. That lightning strike was so close that it actually knocked my camera off. That was extremely close. Like probably a couple 100 feet away. Like, wow. My eyes are My eyes are actually hurting from that. So take heed. These things are producing a lot of daggum lightning. Wow, that was close. I don't know if you saw that before the camera went off, but my gosh, that was close. Like right next to me. Fort Payne, it'll be in your area in the next probably 5-6 minutes. Fort Payne, not severe though. Just a lot of lightning at the moment and about 40 mile per hour winds, 40, 45. Yeah, and I don't doubt that lightning strike. I don't know if you guys seen it before the camera went off, but it was actually so close that it interfered with the internet and it cut my screen off briefly. That's pretty close. Powell, you're about to get some of it too here right now, actually. Thanks everybody for watching. Oh, wow, another close one. That was beautiful. That was beautiful. That was really close. Sorry, severe weather really, storms, lightning, whatever, really excites me. So forgive me if I get a little bit of that. That station is extremely broke up. I can't even make them out. So we're going to pull over here and get on the radio real fast. We are near Gilbert's Crossroads right now. Alright, I'm stopped at the Gilbert's Crossroads area. I'll be stationed for a minute. Hello? Hey, what? Oh my gosh, that lightning's intense. Hey, what? I'm completely lost. I cannot make out nothing she's saying. I thought they said it was hailing. KL4FHH and KL4FUN. Hey, what happened? No. What size hail? Oh my God, that was close. Alright, where are you at? Okay, and it's hailing? How big does it sound? I'm gonna say that's sounds like dime to me, but I'm not there, so. Hang on a second, I got someone hollering at me on 2 radios. Scale 4FUN, barely able to make you out there, Doug. It's really noisy. We've got some maybe dime-sized, pea to dime-sized hail up here at the Crossville area, and it's lightning like crazy. Did you hear me on the radio? Okay. Is he broke up on your end too?
I got you, Darryl. Go ahead.
Okay, Daryl's got him. Okay, are you still there? Are you there? Lost him again. Yep, lost him again. So we have some reports of probably pea to dime size hail up across the area. My radios just went down. I don't know if it's because of where I'm at, but or I think it's Doug's radio because it sounded like he was having some issues out of it. Oh, good grief. Wow, that was close. Come on, radio, not today. R5 to R1 got some reports of heat and dime-sized hail down across the area. So we're gonna head that way. Nothing like a little hail to get the day started. Well, actually, the night. The lightning is unreal. It actually hit a tree right up the road here, and I was actually going to head that way to see if I could get something on camera. You never know. As close as that one was. Oh, man. That was close. So we're heading back south toward Crossville. Maybe we'll get another good lightning shot. Maybe it'll hit something in front of the car, but I better shut up because I got antennas on this car and I don't want to be a target tonight. My velocity has officially went completely down. We got really heavy thunderstorm activity over Rainsville right now. Nothing severe at the moment. We did have some hail, which I was about to report that. So let me go ahead and do that. I've got so much going on. 2 radios going on at one time, trying to make sure that I get my information on both of them and not get them confused like I just almost did. So a lot going on. Trying to monitor stream, monitor radar. Oh my gosh, that was right next to me. That was wow, that's beautiful. Ooh, it's a lot of work.
Hello, National Weather Service, President speaking.
Yes, I'm a train spotter located in the Ralston area. I wanted to report pea-sized hail.
Okay, what area are you calling from?
DeKalb County.
DeKalb County, okay. Let's see here. Okay, yeah, we got sales right now running from around Rainsville down to Collinsville. And what area are you in there, in between there?
I am actually in between there, yes sir.
Oh, okay, so you're like, somewhere southwest of Fort Payne, I suppose?
Yes, southwest of Fort Payne, right in between Geraldine and Crossville.
Okay, gotcha. Oh, I see, okay. All right, well, wait for us to do that, okay?
No problem, thanks very much. Have a good one.
Yeah, appreciate you calling.
No problem, have a good one, thank you.
You too, bye-bye.
Alrighty, so I got that done. The cool thing about this radio is it is also a microphone. Roger that, get in Collinsville. Not looking, this fell apart a good bit. Just going to get the radio back. Just reported pea-sized hail to the National Weather Service Huntsville office. And frog, don't do that. Maybe 4DH is scale 4F again. And I don't think I got a fifth signal.
AB48, just lightning, I ain't gonna talk. Sorry, AB48 out.
Roger, don't blame you. KO4F, you been standing by. Yeah, can't say I blame you there, Daryl. I forgot he lives over there, I think around Shiloh. If I was looking at the radio, yeah, it's never a good idea to talk on a radio when it's lightning. It's not a good idea. Long story. But still tracking it off to the east there. Not a big deal other than the lightning and the hail and the wind. The winds were, like I said, about 40, 45. and there was some small hail. We got some tree branches across the road here, but not really anything worth reporting. So my locator has went down. Seeing the heaviest of the activity on top of Rainsville. So if you're in Rainsville, you are really, really getting some heavy activity. Oh, I'm good, Glenda. I have done this since 2013, so I am used to it. That's why I'm only driving 23 miles per hour up the road, because I have so much going on, and I don't want to be driving fast, and there be a tree across the road, and me end up running into it. It's just not worth it. So far, so good. Seeing a possible hail core around Rainsville. So Rainsville is probably getting pretty active. Do we got anybody that can give me a report from Rainsville? So we haven't got anything as far as damage goes. Some tree branches, which will be very reasonable with 40 mile per hour winds. So no biggie at this moment. I'm actually traveling away from the storm. It's past Lakeview, past Geraldine, past Foster. Another phone call, guys. Stand by. I should have been the president. Hello. Yeah, it's past. It's east of Crossville, so it's just some rain right now. Alrighty, well, I'm about to head back here in a few minutes, just watching what it's doing. I couldn't make you out that time. But wait just a few more minutes and I'll be there. Alright. Bye-bye. Yeah, I would think I would do pretty good as a mobile chaser on TV, honestly, as much operations and stuff as I've got, but I choose to do it by myself because, well, for one, it's easier. It's not as much drama. I have a lot of people ask, why do I chase by myself? But ask Reed Timmer why he chases by himself. And I guarantee you I have the same outlook as I do because it's a lot less drama, a lot easier to focus, a lot easier to do your job. But when you have a team, let's just say a lot of drama in teams, storm chase teams, storm chase groups. As you've seen for a while there, I had a lot of drama going on in mine, and I had to work that out and learn just to ignore people, because there was always going to be that, smart aleck that's got something bad to say. So it doesn't really matter how good of a job you do, somebody's always got something bad to say about it. So just like I told a friend of mine that's new in this, I said, if you get a good page going, keep the drama off of it. If somebody writes you and they're a smart aleck, just block them and go on. Don't let it bother you, because you'll lose people like crazy if you get all that drama going on your page. Just block them and go on. It ain't worth it. I am looking at Powell, but my eyes have not adjusted yet. Okay, Powell, the heaviest of the activity is just south of you, so it has passed Powell. Just some rainfall at the moment. Still not seeing no damage or nothing like that, so good news, always good news. So So I will check in with AB4DH that's in Shiloh on the radio. And another thing, what's the point of having a team when you got ham radio? And you got ham radio, you got all your friends right there on the radio just waiting. So you got the entire county connected and even some out of the county. So why need a team? You got everybody you need right there. So let me check out with React. That'll be one less radio I got going on, so I can actually think a little bit here. Now, how do you think the wind is, Mary? That's who I was looking for on this chat. Y'all have got some really heavy stuff up in Rainsville. That's the heaviest of it I see right now. It's really, really heavy up in Rainsville right now. I mean, really heavy. It should be to your east here pretty shortly. If you're in Fife, you got a little bit of a back build going on there. It's the storm is back builded there. And Mary's located in Rainsville. I know for a fact. R1 DARS, R5, R1. Ah, dang radio. Something I hate about when you're out in the daggum heat, out in the storms, the windshield loves to fog up and you have to turn the heat on, and I'm in a reflective vest and it's already hot in that vest and you have to turn the radio or the heat up and it's miserable. I will be clear out of service temporarily. I'm going to drive around a little bit. I'm still alive if you want to check it out, but I'm going to be out of service temporarily, 8:05, but I'm still going to be mobile.
Okay, sounds good.
Alrighty, so it's moving on to the east. So far, so good. Not seeing any damage in winds, really. It's pushing on through Fort Payne right now. But thanks everybody for hanging with us. We've had 66 people continuously watching. Really appreciate it. We are still, communicating. Things might get a little boring because nothing's going on now, but we are communicating and just pretty much looking for damage right now, and maybe a tree down or something. I don't know. Just looking around basically right now to see if there's anything across the roadway we can help remove, or if we can't remove it, of course, call the fire department to get them to come out and move it. But still watching the storm. It is moving through Fort Payne as of, probably a minute or so ago. So we're going to pull off up here and track it the rest of the way out of DeKalb County. Oh, wow, that was beautiful. All right, we got reports of flooding in Rainsville. Approximately, I believe he says 7.5 feet, if I heard that correct.
1 Nora 4, Adam Lincoln 2, 1 Edward 6, 7 Nora 4, 6 9 5 7 1.
Okay, so I'll pull over. Got some orange skies, pretty sunsets, and I can officially stop. Got a fire department call out. Yeah, I'm watching it on radar still in Rainsville. Y'all got it really heavy in Rainsville. I mean, y'all got some really heavy rainfall. Fort Payne, it's passing on through, continuing east. Not seeing anything right now that would say severe, but Rainsville, you are really, really getting hit by this. Yeah, I believe that 100%. I had lightning hit twice really close to me. The first time was really close. Okay. All right, let me check with, let me check Shiloh, make sure it ain't still lightning there, because I don't want to see, where is, okay, Shiloh, yeah, it's still pretty heavy there. Yeah, water on road, more like, the road more than likely is water at that point. I see a limb over here to my left. It looks pretty large. I'm going to check it with my spotlight after this car gets on by and see. Yeah, it's just a small tree branch. No biggie. Not as big as it looked. KO4FHH, this is KO4FUN. You there, Doug? So far, passing on, everything's good. No damage reports. Only report that we really had was that flooding from Rainsville.
144, I'm 10.
So that was good news, always. And it is continuing to weaken as it moves on to the east. This cold front will pass through. So let me just say, this is a cold front passing through. Extremely odd we're having cold fronts this time of year. But thankful we are, and it is continuing to push on to the east. And, you know, this cold front will cause us, another cold front will cause us some issues, possibly on Friday night. So we'll have to watch that and see what, you know, the deal is with that. So what actually happens with the SPC does have western parts of not DeKalb County, sorry, Alabama, under a slight risk for Friday. And Rainsville, it looks like, yeah, still a lot of rainfall. It's just slowly moving out of Rainsville. So you guys, you're good. If you're in Rainsville, you're good. But wow, look at that lightning. Let me adjust the camera up a little bit. Oh yeah, you're located in Valley Head. Yeah, just about. Let me update on that. Lakeview, Geraldine, Crossville, Powell, Sand Rock, Fife, Rainsville, Langston, Section, Dutton, Sylvania, Scottsboro, Hollywood, all the way to there. If you're in them areas, you're good. Looking at, I believe I said Valley Head. The storm is southwest of Valley Head, so we'll have to watch it. But I believe I believe Valley Head, you're good. It looks like the heaviest stuff is south of you.
7253. Last seen headed down Beeson Gap into Fort Payne. Unrestrained children in the back.
120. 126. 117. 144.
No return on KO4FHH. KO4FUN, be standing by, mobile. So as far as it goes, it looks like we're good. I did point the camera up, so hoping I catch a good shot. But yes, we did. I wish I could have been out with my camera getting shots of that, but you know. Fire department's been dispatched out, I believe, to Rainsville. Yes.
35 in circle.
You guys can hear it. It's been dispatched out there.
Be right there at the power company where it always was.
All right, power company. So if you're around the power company there in Rainsville, make sure that you avoid that area. Okay, let's get back to the fire department channel. All right, we're back on the fire department channel, listening. Alrighty, guys. Nothing else going on really. Just basically sitting back, listen to reports on the scanner here, and listen on the ham radio, and listen on the CB. Nothing going on the CB. Nothing really going on ham radio. Man, the scanner's got a little bit of traffic going on, but I'm gonna crank up because I'm about to die in here. My opinion, I mean, the rain's going to last just a little bit longer, but as far as everything I'm seeing, I'm not seeing nothing severe on the radar here. And it looks like, honestly, it's nothing but rain right now. It's really, really fell apart. So watching it move on through. Fort Payne, y'all are getting drenched right now, so that's the heaviest part is in Fort Payne. After it moves on to the east there, I mean, I'm not going to say it's impossible for a severe thunderstorm to develop, but it's falling apart quickly, so I don't even really think that's possible at this point, not for DeKalb County. More like a flash flood warning, if anything, but the heaviest of the rain now is pushing on out.
All stations, this is traffic 422. Net control calling a Riyadh traffic system directed net. Is there any station? Traffic over.
Perfect time to call them in.
Net member stations checking my call sign with any traffic. Traffic 111 over.
But yeah, as I was saying, sorry about that. Sign out since I'm no longer on the React channel anymore. It's pushing on out. We'll have this little bit of rainfall for a little while longer. Some light to moderate rainfall. It'll last probably until 8:30, 9 o'clock maybe, and it'll push on out of here. The severe thunderstorm watch will be canceled here shortly after it moves out of DeKalb County, so we will be cleared out of that pretty shortly. But other than that, I mean, I think everybody's good. Unless you're in Fort Payne, it's pretty heavy there, but even there it's pushing east of Fort Payne. So I mean, if you're in Fort Payne, y'all got a flood. So we got a tree down in 5 on 50. But other than that, that's about it, guys. I'm going to go ahead and end the stream and keep watching, as we got a lot of people watching. I don't want y'all to sit here and look at a black, you know, it being black like this. That's kind of boring, so I don't want to hold you guys up. And after it goes from Fort Payne, it'll be moving on to the east, down toward Galesville and Etowah County. That's the heaviest of the activity. And looking at it further than that, it'll track on east on into Georgia. And it'll be out of here. That'll be the end of it for tonight anyway. But there is still a lot of heavy rainfall coming in with this cold front, so still going to get some rainfall. So there could still be some flooding. So if you're out in the area driving around, just keep that in mind. You could run into some flooded roads, you know, and don't try to drive around barricades. If you see the fire department out there, that's a good sign that you need to turn around, or at least ask for advice on what you should do. Definitely don't try to drive around cones and stuff. Had people do that actually, and it didn't end too well for them. So don't be ignorant. Use your common sense. You see a flooded road, don't try to cross it, even if it don't look deep. You don't know if that road's been flooded out underneath. It may look completely safe. The water may not look like it's a foot deep, but once you get going in it, it could be pretty deep. It could actually collapse. The road could collapse. The water could be a lot deeper than it looks. So yeah, there's a lot of hazards there. So just don't even risk it. I mean, if you see water going completely across a roadway, if you can't see how deep or the road's at, if you can't see the road, and don't even cross it. If it looks like it's a foot, you know, a foot of water, don't cross a foot. Don't cross, you know, a foot of water either, because it don't take much to get a vehicle moving, especially if the water's moving really fast. So we do have a report of multiple trees down near Guest Church. On County Road 50 near Guest Church. I did not hear what he said. KO4TZ is KO4FUN. Didn't hear you there. You try again, please.
I was asking, is the repeater currently being used for other traffic? Activation or anything? I have another station trying to get in the Fort Payne. I told him I'd be over here. QS1, KO4TZ.
That's a negative. Everything's good. The repeater is ready to use.
A lot of noise. I don't know if that's just the repeater or what's going on. But at KO4, the DTJ was trying to get in here, trying to get some information about current weather conditions in Jacksonville.
Roger that. It's probably these storms up here, and I'm over around the Crossville area, so a lot of lightning, a lot of interference going on. Around the Jacksonville area, looking at the Doppler radar right now, you got a pretty heavy little line moving in there. Not sure if you can copy me or not.
I don't know if he's managed to get back on frequency or not yet. He was dropping in and out again since I moved over here. I thought he might be waiting here. The one last I heard from it said it was pitch black in Jacksonville right now, and it's getting that way over here on this side, out here in Buffalo in KO4TZ.
Roger that. Well, it looks like Jacksonville's about to get some very torrential downpours, maybe even some hail and some gusty winds for sure, but it's pretty heavy. It's going to get pretty heavy there at Jacksonville, and this is KO4FUN for ID. You're very welcome. Just trying to help out any way I can.
I appreciate it. Well, I'll be standing by on here for KO4 DTJ's traffic whenever he gets can't talk. Whenever he manages to be able to get in Fort Payne, KO4TZ.
Roger, Roger. Good talking to you. KO4TZ. It's KO4FUN. 73s. Yeah, if they was at Jacksonville, wow, they got a really intense line moving in for them. It wouldn't surprise me if they don't issue a warning out, but that's way down south in Jacksonville. But yeah, coming back up here to DeKalb County, you're all clear. There is nothing but rainfall at this time, thunderstorm activity, other than some lightning, some flooded roadways. All the activity has weakened and is now pushing on out of DeKalb County into Georgia. Now, Valley Head, I know I got a person in Valley Head, and they're going to be like, hey, it's getting stormy right now here. Are you sure it's moving out of here? There is a new thunderstorm that is developing just southwest of Valley Head. It should stay just barely south of you, but it's producing some torrential downpours and a lot of lightning. So, yeah, we'll watch that one. But as far as it goes, all the heaviest stuff is pushing east of Fort Payne, and that is the heaviest activity right now that I see on the radar. I guess we'll go ahead and track it on out of here. Let me get my lightning up, because I have a lot of people saying it's still lightning really bad. I had to turn my lightning off because it was producing so much lightning I could not see anything on the radar. It was just nothing but lightning. So far I'm seeing a lot of lightning strikes. Let me let the radar update on lightning strikes, because I had to just turn it back on. Honestly, not seeing any new, strikes that is showing. This radar is so accurate. It shows the lightning strikes where the cloud to ground strikes. It doesn't show the cloud to cloud strikes. It only shows what goes to the ground. So you could actually take this radar and you could go to these little lightning symbols here, and you could actually go to where the lightning hit. That is how accurate this is. It is the coolest thing I've ever seen. And I know this because I've experienced it personally. When a lightning hit a tree out in the back of our field, I looked at it on the map, and sure enough, that lightning bolt led right to, the little lightning bolt on the radar led right to the tree that was hit out in the field. And I could not even believe that was possible, honestly. for a radar to be that accurate. So that's it's crazy. But overall, just some, lingering lightning is basically what we got. Everything has really fell apart. Even the cell to the south of Valley Head has really fell apart too. So not really seeing much, honestly. Wow, we've maintained 66 people continuously. That is, I appreciate it very much. I really do. Appreciate all the prayers. Keep Mama in your prayers too. She's, wow, that was just beautiful, that lightning was. But keep Mama in your prayers. I would really appreciate it. She has been so sick lately, and it's just so much to deal with. Like, she's so ill, and that's understandable because she's as sick as she is. But it just makes me sad to see her going through that. It's hard to deal with. It really is. And, keep everything going here and, do what I'm doing here. It's this is actually the only stress relief I get. So other than that, I stay stressed out. I hadn't slept good in 3 or 4 days. Can't really sleep. So just have to keep my mind going. I have to keep going, because if I don't, I'll just give up. It's easy to give up. I don't want to do that, so just got to keep going, and things will get better eventually. So, as I tell all my friends, you got to stay positive. So, and yeah, Leanna, I haven't forgot you either. I just now saw your name and realized you was commenting on there. I actually checked around locally, and I didn't get back with you, but me and React, we actually checked locally to see if there was any homes opened up, or any housing projects that was, open right now, allowing people to move in. Everybody so far that I've talked with has been backed up. Yeah, the sky, it's dark. I mean, it's literally, it's dark here.
I met with Louise. We walked through all the buildings. There's no heat, no smoke, no sign of fire.
But all right, guys, thanks for being there as always. True loyal fans, supporters, thanks for being there. Even got a few, I'm trying to think what the word is for it. My mind went blank there. Anyway, supporters, people that sponsors, that's what I'm trying to think. I want to thank the sponsors. I've got a few, and thanks to them, this is possible. If it wasn't for them, there's no way I could get out and storm chase like I do. There is no way that I could do what I do if it wasn't for some of my sponsors. Now, I don't get much, and I don't ask anybody for any money. That's something that you will not see me do, is ask anybody for donations or anything. But, if somebody wanted to, like I told a friend of mine, she wanted to, and I said, well, hey, if you want to, I'm not going to turn it down, but I'm not going to ask for it either. So, thankful for her. C&L Bargain Bin, they actually partner with React, and they decided to sponsor me just a little bit to help pay for gas, and that is great, because it allows me to do this. Now, it ain't much, but every little bit helps when gas prices as high as it is. This car here is a 4.6 V8, and you can drive from here to Geraldine and back, and it uses the gas like crazy. So this big thing's not easy to keep going. I have to fill it up, back up. I try to keep it full, because I know if I ever let it get empty, there's no way. It'd probably take a good $100 or more to fill this thing back up. So, especially with gas is high. Used to, it was $10 to fill the car up. So that was $10, and I could go from here to probably Albertville and back and fill it up with $10. Now, from here to Crossville, 2 or 3 trips, it's costing me $23 to fill it back up. And that's just barely moving off full, because I keep my car full at all times. Because you never know when an emergency is going to happen, and you need that gas. And me being with React, I need to be able to get out and help people if I need to help them. I don't need to be looking for a gas station to get gas because my car is empty. I need to be able to know I got enough gas to last me a long time. So I always keep this car full, and it pays off, keeping your vehicles full if you can. Now, not everybody is fortunate enough to be able to keep their vehicle filled up. And like I said, if it wasn't for my 2 sponsors I've got, there's no way I could do it. So every little bit helps, and I really appreciate my sponsors, really do. they make all this possible.
Copy, Charlotte, triple one in route.
Thank you. It's Flying Captain, repeater, KO14.
$100 bill says those people thought I was a cop. $100 bill. They turn their brights on. I'm not a cop. I'm just sitting here talking on the side of the road, and I imagine if I passed this vehicle, I would probably think the same thing at first, honestly. But something that people don't know is I have had to go through a lot to get everybody aware of this vehicle. You know, Sheriff's Department. You know, I've had to have, you know, the deputies look it over. They've looked it over. I had to go through a good bit. So, you know, you don't get to just drive a vehicle around here like this, you know, unless you know, got a good reason for it. And I have a very good reason for everything I've got. And I don't abuse what I have. That's something that a lot of people do. You'll see people buying these Crown Vics like this, and they'll fix them up to look just like a police car. They'll put blue lights in them, which is the absolute most ignorant thing a person could ever do. And they'll actually go around and pull people over like they're a cop, and they're not a cop. You don't do that. For one reason, it's stupid. If you want to be a cop, go through the training like the officers have. The officers go through all kinds of heck. God help the cops out there now. They go through hours and hours and hours and weeks of training to be where they're at. So instead of impersonating one, why don't you go become one? Because you could become an officer. I mean, it ain't going to be easy, but you could go become an officer, save yourself a lot of trouble, and you could legally run blue lights, and you could legally learn how to operate all the equipment. You know, you could do that and save yourself about I believe between 10 and 25 years in prison for impersonating a police officer. It's stupid. You don't do that stuff. So, everybody really familiar with this vehicle. I mean, that, you know, as far as goes with the county and stuff. So, and my page, I mean, my car's on there. There's like almost 8,000 people. So the car is really well known. They know I've got my license. I've got my FCC license for the antennas on here. I don't use the lights just to be going up the road with them on. In fact, you don't see me cutting them on when I'm going up the roads. That's something that I don't do. Even though it's not illegal to do, unless you're just trying to pull somebody over. Then, I mean, it doesn't matter what color the lights are. If you get behind somebody trying to pull them over, and they think you're a county unit or something, regardless of the color of the lights, you're going to get in some trouble for that. So it's best to not abuse your equipment, because you can use it the right way or you can use it the wrong way. So you don't do that kind of stuff whatsoever. So a lot of work, but very happy my car has turned out. Very happy with being able to do what I do to help out as much as I can around here. I know it ain't much, but at least I get to help out some. I mean, I try my very best. So activities pushing on into Georgia now. With that being said, and again, thanks for watching and end the stream. We get to the house, everything's pushing on out of here. Thanks again. I'm just burning up in here. Thanks for listening. 66 people have listened to me random on for probably about 30 minutes. So thanks for listening. And have a great, great rest of your night. We'll look at Friday's outlook, see what we got going on, new outlooks and stuff. But you never know. Just the weather's crazy around here. But that being said, thanks again. Gonna end the stream. Appreciate everybody being there, everybody listening. If anybody sees me out, feel free to come up and say hello. Be glad to talk with you. You ain't gonna miss my car. It's got my ID tag on the front, which is my ham radio tag, and that was some beautiful lightning. And I've also got it on the back of my vehicle, so it cannot be mistaken at all as far as being a police vehicle, because it has my license and my call sign on the front and back. So you see that, I'm a ham operator, emergency communicator, not a police officer. So that being said, thanks again. Y'all have a great night. Enjoyed it.